Do you have life insurance? If you don't be a fool and get life insurance, or you could end up like this guy. Hey, what's up, peeps? Ghouls, goblins, and creeps? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, guys. And we are back at it again with another action figure review, specifically of this guy right here, Zombie Spawn. We are doing the 31 Days of Halloween, and I'm bringing you a lot of ghoulish, grimmish action figure reviews, specifically a lot of Spawn reviews, but I'm going to mix it up as well, and I'm going to do a lot of horror reviews too. That means a lot of reviews of your favorite horror action figures. I have a lot of cool stuff coming up, not only Spawn reviews, but a lot of a lot of McFarlane, a lot of NECA reviews as well, some classic comic book reviews, horror comic book reviews, Funko reviews. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. Okay, so with that being said, here is Spawn this is from Regenerated Spawn, Spawn Regenerated, Zombie Spawn. Here are some of the figures on the back that you can get from this series. The only figure, I don't have any of these figures. If I can find any of these figures for a good price, you know me, I'm definitely going to pick them up. The only figure that I reviewed from this wave is the Lotus Warrior Angel 2, right over there. If you guys didn't see that review, check it out. And this is Zombie Spawn 2, even though it doesn't say Zombie Spawn 2 on the front cover. It just says Zombie Spawn. Now, I actually did a review of Zombie Spawn right over there. If you guys didn't see that review, check it out. We're going to do a little comparisons. This was from like the 90s, 96 I believe it was. And this one is the year 2005. So yeah, 96, 2005. So yeah, about almost, what, 9 years? Is that 9 years? Is my math right? Almost 10 years. So 10 years. We went from this to this. This one is still awesome. He's still an awesome, awesome figure. If you guys didn't see that review, check out that review. I did a review of that Zombie Spawn a while back. It's somewhere in my archives. Okay, so without further ado, guys, I've been, you guys have been sending me messages saying, hey, when are you going to do a review of Zombie Spawn 2? Today is that day. Okay, so what we need is we need some heavy-duty scissors to break open this Zombie Spawn 2. And I've had this guy in my possession for a while, decided this was a good time to do a review of this Zombie Spawn. It's October, and let's get to the reviewing of this Zombie Spawn. Okay. These things were always so hard to get into, but I guess it was kind of good because it preserved the figure very, very, very well. But that didn't stop the figure from actually breaking when you took the damn thing out, because, as you know, figures that stay in package for a long time, then you take them out, and then you mess around with them, eventually break off. You guys know this by watching my channel, and yeah. So here's Spawn. Here are some of the 12-inch action figures. I definitely would love to pick up some of these, man. You have the Gunslinger Spawn, and you have this Spawn right here. Man, that would be awesome to have. 12-inch action figure Spawn. And then Spawn versus Urizen. I definitely would love to pick this up. Deluxe box set. If I can find it. You know me, guys. If I can find it for a good price, I'm definitely going to pick it up. Definitely love this image right here. I might cut this off and then put it on my backboard over here somewhere. Okay, guys, so let's take out Zombie Spawn. I think I've yapped enough. in your ear. And let's pop this guy out the package. Oh man, the strong smell of this guy. Whew, man. Strong smell. The smell of plastic and chemicals. I'm probably being poisoned right now. I'm probably on the verge of death, inhaling this almost, what, 20-year-old plastic. Well, 2000, what year did I say? 2005? 15-year older. I'm sure it has to be either, it smells great, but I'm sure it's not good for your health to breathe in. And let's try not to break. And I think I've already broken it, dude. I've already freaking broken it, man. See, that's what I mean by these figures. I broke this right here because this was attached to the tape, and I snapped off his blade. Yep, that's how easy it is to break these figures, and that's what I meant about being gentle with these figures, man. So, I mean, I can always glue it, but it goes like this. So that's how it goes. His blade right here, kind of like the Grim Reaper blade. I forget what you call this blade. If you guys know, leave it in the comments. But yeah, that's what I mean by it being fragile and these weapons being fragile. This is not my first time doing a McFarlane review, a Spawn review, and something breaking off, especially a weapon. But I can always glue that in there. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like this is actually sculpted to his hand. So I could just kind of glue it to his hand like so. But yeah, I think this was destined to break off because there's nothing to it, man. This is like flimsy, frail plastic. So, and he does have a skull right here taped to his leg. I'm never really disappointed when a figure breaks off or a weapon breaks off. I can always glue it. I mean, it's not like you can pose these figures, you know, like a Marvel Legend. You know, these are just kind of statues anyway, so gluing it back on there is no big deal because this is how he's pretty much going to be posed anyways. You're not going to get him in any dynamic poses. So, okay. Sorry. I was blowing all the plastic debris off my review station. Okay, guys, so let's take a close look at this zombie Spawn. Very, very nice figure. And the detail on this guy is stupendous. Nothing much to him. You're just looking at the detail. He is an articulated statue. As far as his movement goes, he does have breaks here at the arms. Should I even attempt to? Okay, yeah, you can get that arm to move up. Be gentle, be careful. See, this is where, oh, look, his chain popped off. One of his chains popped off. So, yeah, his arm, you can get his arm to lift up. So this is what it would actually look like, him holding the blade. Like so. If the blade didn't break off. And yeah, I can actually tape that up if I want to. Tape it and glue it. You know what? Being that we got... I'm just gonna... Just for the hell of it, being that we got tape here, let's fix this guy on camera. Let's see what we can do. So let's tape this around. Yeah, I know. You're like, what are you doing? What am I watching? So just for the hell of it, just for this review, I'm just going to try to tape this up and kind of fix this weapon just for the review. But I will be gluing this thing on. So there he goes. How do you like that? How'd you like that, guys? Pretty cool, huh? That's how you customize an action figure. Right there. At least he's holding it, right? So yeah, I'm definitely going to take some glue to this. And who knows, I might add some tape to it just to hold it in place. But we'll leave it there for now. So, and then this arm does go up. Like I said, you got to be careful because they do break. His head, beautiful head sculpt. I'm not even going to try to... Oh yeah, okay, it does turn. But the head sculpt on this guy, it looks amazing, man. The collar, the detail to the chest, the arms. I like the old blood look, but it looks kind of brownish, like a decaying old blood. The spikes. Like I said, he does have a waist swivel right here. Really no purpose. I've said this many times, guys, in my reviews. I never understood the purpose of giving these figures articulation because they are statues. If you're going to give them statues, I mean, if you're going to make them into essentially statues, why bother giving them articulation? You know what I mean? Here are some of the skulls and the chains. This is what I love about the older Spawn figures. They actually use real chains. And there's the detail to the Spawn, the skulls. He's got a hole in the skull right here. I'm guessing. I'm guessing he didn't have a nice death. So a hole right there through the skull, and here's some damage to the skull. I love the wear and tear on the skull, man. Look at that. How did this guy die? Poisoned. Okay, so here is the fronts, and there's the signature skull for the Spawn. There is his kind of like robing going down. Here's underneath Spawn, zombie Spawn. He's kind of got holes in his legs, kind of a decaying body. No breaks at the knees or legs. Here's his feet. Look at that black toe. He's got one black toe. He's got spikes on his ankles. Oh wait, he does. Look at that. He does have articulation here at the ankles. No point in it. There's the rest of his feet starting to decay. There is the back of his cape. Look at the detail on it, man. It's really, really nice. I love the black cape with the blue, kind of blue wash to it. Kind of like a bluish gray wash, like similar to his back, the color they used for his back. There is his decaying back. And then here's his cape. It kind of folds over like so, but you can unfold it like that. Focus, camera, focus. There we go. So there's the inside of his, I guess, skirt or whatever you want to call it, his cape. And then there's the back of his cape collar, kind of decayed into his skin of his back. The design right there, kind of like a Dracula look. He's kind of got like a Dracula vibe to him. Pay no attention to the tape. A very awesome figure, man. Very nicely detailed. It would have been nice if this thing didn't break, but you know what? What's amazing, I think the only way I probably could have gotten this, let me zoom out. The only way I probably could have gotten this weapon up like this is to actually break it. Because it was actually attached to his hand and the blade was on this side. So he was holding it downward and you couldn't get the blade to stand up like this unless you broke off this piece right here or you had his hands going up like this and holding the blade up like that, but it still would have been in both hands. So I guess it was kind of a blessing in disguise. Yeah, I used blessing in disguise that this broke off, because there was no way for me to get this blade out of this hand right here other than to break this off. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you could look at it as a blessing in disguise. And yes, I used blessing when I am doing a Spawn review. Okay, guys, let's compare him to the very first zombie spawn. So, yeah, you can see the leaps and bounds. Even though I still do love this zombie spawn, and this one had a lot more articulation. He came with a chainsaw, a gun, and yeah, I still have a fondness of this zombie spawn. He's still very, very nice. It's hard to believe this figure that is older than this one has more articulation than this one. But detail overall goes to this one right here, of course. Zombie Spawn 2. And here is with the Lotus Warrior Angel. They don't really go together, but they're in the same, I guess, wave series. Nice face sculpt overall, guys. I really, really love the face sculpt. It really, really comes alive. And, yeah, I'm definitely going to get some glue and try to glue that together. If not, I can probably just remove it from his hand completely and take the blade out completely and just kind of replace it with another weapon right here, because he does have a holding hand right here as well. So I can possibly give him another weapon if I wanted to and get rid of this right here. I'm still kind of undecided. What you got? What do you guys think? And here is this other, let's try to stay in this guy. I know he's going to tip over. Here's another hook. And then here was another skull with a hole in his head. Which I'm guessing, I guess you can put the hook through here, through his skull. Like that. That's brutal. Because I really don't know where this came from or what this was hooked onto. I know it was hooked onto one of his arms. Okay, guys, let's measure this zombie spawn, and I'm going to give you my rating of this zombie spawn. Okay. So, zombie spawn, you can tell he's not alive. He's ready to go back to bed. He's ready to take a dirt nap. Okay, so zombie spawn all the way, we'll measure him all the way up to his collar. So he stands just under 8 inches going up to his collar, but up to his head, he's just under 7.5 inches. Okay, guys, listen, based on the detail alone, he's an articulated statue. I've said it many times. On the detail alone is flawless. This right here, I mean, I don't expect anything from McFarlane other than for his weapons to break and the pieces to break off as well. So, I'll take that off. You can use this as a staff, or just bring it down like so, and pose them like that. And you don't even need, and you don't even need this weapon right here. Look at, and this is how frail this is, because look, another little piece has broken off. The tip of this right here has broken off. So you see how frail these weapons are, man. And listen, he looks good like this too. You can pose him like this if you want to, which I'm probably going to. I might put another weapon into his hand. I'm not really for sure. But overall, the detail, guys, of this zombie spawn is really, really nice. Do I recommend him? I mean, listen, it's based on what you like. You know, if you like articulated statues, then this zombie spawn is probably for you. If you like cool, creepy stuff, then yeah, I say pick him up. He's a nice piece overall, minus his blade. So this is what he would look like holding his blade, or you can have it up this way, or this way, or this way. This way it looks better. And like I said, you can always glue this into his hand like he's holding it. Actually, if you wanted to. Let's try to remove this tape real quick. If you guys bear with me, maybe I can like shove this back into his hand like he's holding the blade. So, yeah, there you go. You look at that. I didn't have to glue anything. I just shoved it back into his hand, and there he goes. He's holding the blade again. You just got to maneuver this back in there like that, and boom. He's holding the blade again. So this is what he looks like holding the blade, which I do like now, being that I figured out a way to put the blade back into his hand. Okay, guys, I'm about to hit the 20-minute mark. If you guys are still with me, thanks. Okay, I'm going to give this guy, I'm going to be very, very generous in being that I was able to put his blade back in his hand. That kind of upped the notch a little bit. So I'm going to be generous and give this guy a solid 8. What do you guys think of this figure? Do you guys like him? I actually like him. I like the detail. I like the simplistic look, but yet very detailed look of this zombie spawn. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. What do you think? What do you make of this zombie spawn? I like him. I like this zombie spawn. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and leave it at that. If you guys like this little review, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to receive more cool, awesome reviews like this. I just want to say thanks for watching, guys. I can't believe I hit the 20-minute mark, and I can't believe I was talking about this figure for 20 minutes. But yeah, it happens, right? So I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next review. Bye!